welcome to a new episode of Short Track is Spelled Cuteness. Today we'll take a look at Pietro Sighel, who just illustrates traditional Italian short track at its very finest. Obviously, the great Italian skater has represented Italy since the 2018-2019 season in the Junior World Championships in Montreal, where he capped off a very honorable bronze medal there in the men's 500 meters. He came 1 year later in the 2019-2020 season to represent his national team on the senior circuit throughout the World Cups and the European Championships, and he came 1 more year later in the 2020-2021 season to win multiple individual and relay medals in the European Championships in Gdansk in 2021, and then he went on during Olympic season 2022 Olympics in Beijing to pull off one of the best 2 laps that ever been seen in the Olympics to cap off very respectful silver medal in the mixed team relay, make history for Italy into making that podium. And he goes on to the 2022-2023 season, the beginning of a new quad at the end of that season, the World Championships in Seoul, to become the world champion in the men's 500 meters. It's just a masterclass achievement he achieved there. And then he went on 1 more year later in the 2023-2024 season to become the European champion in all 3 individual distances. Just an insane achievement there. And he came another year later here in Dresden 2025 in European Championships to defend his 1000 meter European title. So he's such a great skater, and as you can notice, he just improves every year and he's very consistent. Such a great skater, does so many things technically so well. Has such explosive corner exits. He's a very light individual. He's got nearly perfect timing. He's got great mental toughness. Such a stone cold facial expression, and he never ever gives up. Pietro Sighel, and as I've said, he illustrates traditional Italian short track and it's very finest. So we're gonna take a look at all what that stuff means right here in the men's 1000 meter in Dresden 2025, the European Championships. And yeah, let's get into this. Let's skip a little bit into the race right here. Now we're going to see now Tracy taking the lead here. Pietro Sighel sitting calm and composed, position number 4. Here 6 laps to go. See Van Vaart's kind of setting up a move here. He's going to try to capitalize over the fight between those 2 skaters to make a double inside pass right here. See Nowinski and Tracy kind of trading the lead on the front. Lucas Beckenhauser and Pietro Sighel sitting very calmly composed in the back. Now Tracy's trying to take that lead back from Michael Nowinski, but obviously he can't do that. And Van Vaart comes a 1-2 double inside pass right here. And he makes it look so easy, but he moves ahead of those 2 skaters, and Pietro still is very calm, very composed in position number 4 here. Michael Nowinski loses a bit of his speed here. Sighel tries to capitalize over the opportunity right here. The loss of speed of those 2 skaters who are fighting on the front very early on in the race. Tracy almost bumps into Michael Nowinski there. Comes up the inside of Tracy right here. This is gonna tuck in position number 3 here, 45.5 km per hour. Jens Van Vaart opening up a gap here, pushing the pace, 8.85 lap times from Jens Van Vaart. He's flying out there, trying to run away with this one and win his 3rd European title that competition. Sighel only had 1,000 left to defend from last year in 2024 when he won all 3 titles. So he wanted to win this one, obviously. Here with 4 laps to go, 8.73 lap times here by Jens Van Vaart, just flying out there on the front. Then Sighel trying to set up here, doing the negative splits, getting faster by faster progressively every lap, 47.1 km per hour. See Jens Van Vaart just flying out there. He becomes very difficult to pass at this position, Van Vaart. Usually the race is just over at that position. Sighel almost stumps a bit there, Sighel, but he keeps his technique. Doesn't fall down, so he's very calm, very composed here in position number 3. He's trying to find a way around Nowinski, but if he makes a single pass right here, he will not have enough time to make a pass on Jens Van Vaart. So Sighel gonna have to scrap through and gonna find a way to pass those 2 skaters at 49.3 km per hour, 8.62 lap times by Jens Van Vaart. He's just flying out there. But Sighel comes with 8.57 right here, drafting by Mir and Nowinski going down here. Sighel somehow stays on his feet there. And now starts to set up. Look at the gap right here. 8.57. Jens Van Vaart can get a little bit less speed here because Pietro's drafting here. Look here, 8.48 and 8.42 by Pietro Sighel. He's carrying some more speed here. He can't make a pass. But look at the gap. The gap's too big, and it's Jens Van Vaart on the front with 2 laps to go. It's very difficult to pass this guy with only 2 laps to go at 47.9 km per hour. But Pietro Sighel, very calm, very composed, stone cold facial expression. He just gets 2 crossovers in right here. Look at how hard he's fighting Sighel here. He never ever gives up. This is very traditional in Italian short track. They never ever gives up, those Italians. Never ever over until it's over. He tries so hard right here. Look at how he's pushing so much mass at this position. These Italians are usually so explosive coming out of these corners. He tries so hard right here. Got perfect timing coming out of that corner. He's so good at chasing skitters down Sighel. He got nearly perfect timing. And he utilized that so well right here. Jens Van looks over his shoulder. This is the final corner right here. Pietro Sighel tries to find the opportunity, fighting so hard. Got great mental toughness. You know, to have the mental toughness to be able to get in that position right here. Try to set a pass on this guy in the final corner. It's so difficult. But Sighel somehow, someway, you know, Jens Van exits the corner ridiculously early. He got great kind of switch directions coming out of the corner. But Sighel, look at how he holds the centrifugal force so tight, so quick. Scraps through for the line, never over until it's over. And he gets the lunge here for the line, and this is the gap. There is absolutely nothing in it. And I'm going to show you how that looks in quick motion right here. It's absolutely electrifying. Now watch Sighel this position. Nivinsky here loses his footing, goes down. Look at this, a massive gap right here. But Pietro Sighel never ever gives up. This is something he showed us so many times throughout his career. Just so fast, so explosive. He's got nearly perfect timing. He goes really wide coming out of the corner. It gives him a lot of speed. Great timing coming out of that corner. He just comes here, the final corner where he somehow, someway finds a way around Jens Van and caps off the men's 1000 meter European title. Just a great race, just a great achievement. Such a great skill. He always shows us finishes like this, and this race right here summarizes, you know, a lot of the achievements that he has achieved throughout the years. He's a skater who never ever gives up, and really helps him, especially in a race like this. Such a great skater. He couldn't unfortunately cap off an individual gold medal in Milan, the Olympics. He was obviously part of that gold medal winning team, the mixed relay, but I'm sure he will be back for more individual achievements in the upcoming years. Of course, he never won the Crystal Globe as well, so I'm pretty sure that's something he'll be hunting for. As I've said, he's a very consistent skater, and he never ever gives up, and I'm pretty sure will help him even more in the upcoming years. And yeah, that's all I wanted to show you for today. Pietro Sighel just illustrates traditional Italian short track at its very finest. We've seen that. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.